Justice will never make this right. I need to run and stay out of sight. And no choice, it was me or them. Now for a lifetime I'm condemned. I could forget my old set way of life. I'll go to prison or I die by the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DxT Trans Nation Friday League round, I think it's 14 of Singapore around the Marina Bay Street Circuit. As we wait for the rest of the drivers to join, it's going to be an interesting one tonight. Hopefully a tiny bit of rain. I imagine there's going to be a few incidences, maybe a couple of people in the wall, a couple of safety cars. We'll see what's going to happen. But for the meantime, just to keep you 0 viewers interested, let's give you an update of the drivers and constructors standings. After last week, round 15 of Italy, so it's round 16 of Singapore. After round 15 of Italy, DxT Miles is still in the lead, but getting closely followed up by Krob. Miles is on 182 points with Krob on 165. Krob picking up points on both his teammate Lando North and Miles, because both of them DNF last week. I would recommend go watching that stream back. It is a very good stream. You can find it on the DxT YouTube channel or on DG Hyperz Twitch. It's a hell of a mess. Right, carrying on with the driver's standings, you've got Lando North in third on 130 points. Positive in the Williams. It's not started from the start of the season, but he's in fourth. He's on 117 points, only 13 behind Lando North. That is not a lot. That is just one podium away from jumping up into third. Absolute madness. Then you've got DxT Hopo slowly falling down the order. He's on 107 points. Then you've got a bit of a gap. You've got Rennie Knight on 89 points. It's not that far behind. A couple of good results will bring him up the table. Then you got Simseku in the Renault. He's on 84 points. Then you got the King in the blood red Ferrari on 76. Then you got the other DxT member in the Alfa Romeo of DxT Rico. He's on 63 points. Then you got the boy DxT Spiffo in the lead McLaren on 56 points. Then you got the lockdown lover of Jonesy 69 in the Red Bull on 41 points. Then you got the other Ferrari of Mr. Rod Diaz on 40 points. And then we've got Mr. Diddley in P13. Bearing in mind, he's P13, 3 races in, and he's had a couple of podiums. He's off to an absolute flying start. So you've got to keep an eye on him tonight, because he has claimed this is probably his best chance for a race win. So I shall be keeping an eye on him. So no pressure. Then you got DxT Effects in the other Red Bull with 31 points. You've got AMG Vader, who's on 22 points. Marksy in the William on 12 points. You got HKM in the other AlphaTauri on 8. Then you got ROR Morgan in the Racing Point with 4 points. And then you got Trank and Smithy on 0 points, rounding out the Drivers' Championship. Then let's move on to the Constructors. It's all about the team game in here. It's all about the team game. We've got the Haas drivers, obviously second, third in the Drivers' Championship, and it shows in the Constructors, out in front by a whopping 95 points in front of DxT Miles and Morgan in the Racing Point on 202. And you got the DxT boys in the Alfa Romeo on 170 points in third place. Not that far behind the Racing Point. All you need is a couple of good results, and boom, you're back in play. Then you got McLaren on 100. No, you got the Williams, beg my pardon, of positive and Mark C on 144, but closely followed by both the McLaren on 140 points and the Merc on 137. So it's all to play for P4 in the Constructors' Championship. Then you have the Ferrari on 123, and then joint 8th, you got the Red Bull and the Renault on 84 points. Then you got the AlphaTauris sadly in last place on 70 points. But the AlphaTauris do have the last week's race winner of DxT Thomas reserving for them tonight. So I'm expecting big things after that dominant performance. Right, let's have a quick look to see if anyone's chatting in the stream. Hey! I got 2 viewers. Big up. Right. Hey, positive, you actually got your actual name this time. You right, Morgan? I gather that's ROR Morgan. So, as we wait for the last couple of drivers, hopefully we've got a full grid. Hopefully a bit of rain, a bit of spice to the race. Right, this is going to be an interesting. It's going to be me on my own. Hopefully I've got the energy. It is late at night, but I plan to carry on. As we wait, I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was. Nice to have you in the stream, Morgan. You got Krob and Kitch as well. Always regular viewers. Well, technically we should have started 4 minutes ago. I've only just realised what the time is. Always good to see that we're on time. Hello, Gavna. What's on, Diddley? Expecting big things from you today. After you claim that this is your best chance for a race win, I'm expecting the race win now. So... no, it's just me on my own tonight, Krob. Just a one-man army. Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. I haven't heard from him, so... oh, wow. God, my heart, I can't take it. Getting abused in the stream chat after I asked for friends, and this is a friendly environment. This is my safe space. Can't be doing those sorts of things. Alright, as we wait for people to select their tyres. Certainly right, Krob. I'm going to be latched onto that. I'm expecting some interesting strategies, because around here you want to probably stay away from the softs. They have about a lifespan of about maybe 2 corners. Nah, just joking. But it's definitely going to be probably Brad, you know it still says DxT Brad, right? But we're probably going to look to see whether someone qualifies on the mediums, do medium to hard, the one stop. To be fair, with the safety car, you might be able to do soft to hards if you drag them out. But I very much doubt that. And we're loading in. If one of the drivers can let me know the weather, that would be glorious. Dry. Is there no such thing as wet racing anymore? Is it just like switched off? Right, let's get the tyres up. Tyres up. Careful what you say then, you can't be saying too much of that name. Right. Yeah, I can imagine we'll see quite a few. Nah, they can't afford me, Brad. They can't afford this. Right, as we see, one of the Red Bulls is leaving. Who is it? Is it Hyperz? Yes, it is. I will be jumping aboard with the lead car. Oh, we got Haas, Alpha. I'm sorry, but oh, there's no Lando North tonight. Oh, interesting. Yeah, but it's not a cheap Domino's pizza. Right. I did not realise Lando North's not racing, so let's see what Big Eve has got in the locker as he lets the Alfa Romeo through. So let's hop on board with Rico, because Rico's now the lead car. Who's now got a trade. Oh, Thomas is in the Renault, not the AlphaTauri. What is it? Well, let's hop on board with Thomas. He's the lead car as they keep changing positions, which is really not helpful. I don't know, I feel like Thomas has the potential to absolutely bin it. Now I expect Krob to die by turn 1, but here we go as we see people are going around on the route laps. Not many people going for the medium tyre. Only Rico so far coming out on the medium tyre, which is what I would have thought most people would have come out on. But then again, I am an absolute weirdo. But you've always got to chuck Miles in contention for the win. Miles is always up there. Krob, certainly he's trying to chase him down. I think Jacob Diddley's going to be looking strong as Thomas comes around the final corner to start his hot lap. Brad, I expect you to be watching this whilst you're working as Thomas navigates the first couple of corners as he comes up behind an AlphaTauri who generously pulls out of the way. Is Thomas going to bottle it on this lap like he bottles every lap that I watch? But yeah, back onto the race win. I think you have to put Diddley up there. He's been quite consistent so far in the races I've seen. Miles is always up there. Positive comes up every now and again to just have a little bit of a party. He's a bit like Jamie Vardy, that kid, but ginger. Oh, Thomas locks up into this little chicane here as he cuts the corner. Not too much so. Ooh. You'll be careful on that inside wall on the exit of the bridge there, because if you take that too early, bang, wheel gone. Here we go, as he comes down the third DRS straight. Well, second one really. As he goes purple, but he's the first car on track, so you gotta be careful when you go leave at the exit of that corner, because you could easily invalidate as he rides the curve slightly as he goes to under the bridge. Very easy to lose traction through this bit, but no, navigates it well. Thomas comes on penultimate corner as he comes up to the fast left-hander to finish his lap. How much is he going to cut? Very clean as he runs out VRS to the line. Is a 135 flat or 135.1. Who's as Effectus does a 37.3. We hop on board with Positive as he comes around penultimate corner. You know we like a bit of on board with Positive. He's run out of VRS early as he comes across the line for a 36.7. Thomas looking incredibly quick as we hop on board with Krob, Championship Challenger, who's invalidated. Eve has set a 138 flat, down rush with 41.1, Spiffo with 37.4. These times I feel like can be improved on as we carry on with Hobo, who's coming around the last few corners. Hopefully he doesn't bottle it. He likes to bottle it under the stream, especially because now he runs no assist. He feels like he has the urge to crash all the time. Morgan, I believe in you. You can get points here, mate. As long as you keep it clean, people will get wing damage. As Hobo goes fourth with a 137.2. Jones is in third with a 36.9. You got Positive and Jonesy, best mates, second and third. Gotta love it. Gotta love the commitment. As HKM's on a lap in the middle sector. Oh, we've got a couple of yellow flags. We've got McLaren Acho on board with Jacob Diddley, who's on a hot lap on the mediums. he's coming into this race confident of a race win. This is where he believes. As the Haas blocks him on the hot lap. Oh, that's not good. Which means he's invalidated as well, so he hasn't got enough fuel to go again. Oh, that's nasty. He's not going to be happy because that's definitely him not starting on those mediums. As Rico's on the hot. HKM is on a flyer, so we'll watch him. Oh, Mercedes going very deep to get out the way. Good lad. This is what we like to see. Nice bit of team play. Oh, very deep into the corner. Krob has retired. Krob has crashed. Holy shit. Shit's going down. As HKM comes around the final corner. What's he going to set? Oh, we can improve upon that. It's a 1:43.9, putting him dead last of the people who have said times. Holy shit, the championship challenger yet again wants to do a last to first challenge like he did around Monza. Thomas bragging in the chat saying his time's not that good. Shut the fuck up and improve on it, mate. Don't give me all the chat. Prove it. Prove it. Yeah. Fucking 1.7 seconds quicker. Yeah, we know that, Thomas. We know your dog against Miles because Miles is an absolute beast. Krob, tell us what happened, mate. You have not had a good corner there. Get in the chat, my son. You're not going to be qualifying anymore, are you? You got 10 minutes to talk to me. As Mr. Rod Diaz comes around the last corner to set a 1:37.8, which is good enough for P8. Rico on the mediums. Let's see what he's got. I think the mediums are about 1.1 seconds slower, so I'm not expecting a purple lap. But he's obviously going to be looking to try and get in the top 10 with those mediums. I feel like Rico is on the right strategy. Oh. Rico in neutral. Called it, yeah. What actually happened, Krob? Exactly. Dan Rush improving by 9/10. If he can keep doing that every lap, he'll soon be on pole. Right, who's actually on a hot lap? Thomas is on a hot lap. We'll see if he can improve, because his lap was slow. Yeah, but this game's hit awful as Thomas goes around turns 1, 2 and 3 very smoothly. See what he's got in the bag. Yeah, this game's weird, Krob. Like the damage, yeah, the damage is just awful for it. Right, as Thomas comes, how late on the brakes is he gonna go? He goes very deep into the corner. That's an invalidation. Yeah, Krob, start on the hards. Like, literally, you might as well go the long game. As long as you don't get damage, you'll be alright. And we'll bin off that lap. We'll couple with DxT Effectus. Always a nice guy to chat to. Positives on a lap as well. Hoping to try and close that gap up with DxT Thomas. Miles is still yet to leave the pit. He's going for a last minute medium lap. As he so-called goes purple in the first sector. Do not believe that. It's another glitch in the game. One of 2,000 glitches in this game. This is the worst time to feel the most tired because this track is the longest race on 50% on the calendar. It's about 51 minutes, I think. As he comes around to the second DRS straight off the lap. Very late to apply it. As the Renault of Sim, I'm pretty sure, has pulled out of the way. You don't really want to be setting too many laps on the softs, like consecutively, because The tyre wear just kills them around this track. They just lose so much time so quickly. Oh, as the Hyperz loses the rear as I speak. Here we go. As he comes around the last couple of corners, you've got to make sure you keep off the curbs, not to invalidate. Here we go. As he comes around the last corner, he's already used up all his ERS allocation for the lap, and he crosses the line for a 1:36.9, a 4:10. Oh, we got a Red Bull second row. But this is going to be. Oh, it's still yet for our championship leader, who is currently out. Let's watch Jacob Diddley as he finishes his lap on the mediums. He's gone again for those mediums, looking to do the one stop. What has he got in the locker? It is a 1:36.6. He has broken the Red Bull third row and slotted himself in between Hyperz and Positive on the medium tyre. Right, as Miles is also on an outlap. I feel like when he gets closer to that, like Rennie's invalidated. What's Thomas got in the locker? Thomas has probably got a few pots and pans in the cupboard that Rico keeps him in. But has he got the pace in that cupboard? Who knows? As he comes around the second to last corner, very smooth. But he's probably lost the rear there as he pulls into the pits. Absolute letdown. Spiffo has now made it a McLaren second row and a Red Bull third row with a 1:36.5 on the soft tyre. Here we go. Sim is also on the mediums. Is he looking to improve on his time? Here we go. Oh, Sim loses the rear out of the second to last corner. That has ruined his lap. He hasn't got the run for the second lap. As we sit on board with Miles now, the championship leader needs to use this race as a good splitting lap for the points, because we have no Lando North tonight, and Crobert is crashed out of this qualifying session. As he navigates the first couple of corners, as he loses the rear out of the third one. He's not going to be happy with that. Here we go as he comes down the DRS straight. How late on the brakes is Miles going to be brave enough to go? He misses the curb and he has invalidated. That is not good as he goes into lean and none to gain his ERS and save fuel. This is not how Miles wanted qualifying to go, as this is going to be probably his only run of this qualifying. So Crob is obviously hoping that Miles does not set a valid lap or crashes out. I'm not going to reply to what I just witnessed. So HKM or RR Morgan into 13th on the mediums, I think. I don't see really who changed then. No, it's Rico into 11th on the softs. That's who it was. Shows me for paying attention. Miles needs to get out of the way or put the foot down, because he has a Mercedes coming up behind him and who is on a hot lap. Here we go. But Miles is going to go now, so he has no worries to be a blocker. He is going to be probably a tow if that Mercedes carries on to the start again. Here we go. Miles down into turn 1. Late on the brakes, takes a bit of the curb. That's it. And ooh, slight loss of the rear. He's backed out of this lap as well. He's really not having a good time of it. Miles probably leaving it till, I don't know how, I see on the dash how much fuel he's got left. He's got about 3.5 laps worth of fuel left in the tank. Miles is going to need to get out of the way though, because he has a Merc coming up behind him very quickly. That Red Bull pulls over to the side as Miles loses the rear. Not lucky enough not to collide with him, because that could cause, you know, I'm going to sit on board with Thomas this lap, because Miles is yet to set a valid lap. So let's see with the current pole setter of DxT Thomas, is he going to have back-to-back wins? If he does, his head is going to be too big for his shoulders, and he will be able to not walk round because he will probably fall over as he was purple in the first sector. Now he's coming up closely behind Merck of either Dan Rush or Reddy Knight, I'm not sure, but they have pulled out the way. Here we go as he comes through this quick chicane. How close is he going to get to the walls? And we'll hop on TV pod just to get a better view of his turn in. Here we go as he comes down the second DRS straight. Once again, how late on the brakes is he going to go? As he gets nice and tight to the apex, not to go too deep into that corner because you can invalidate on the exit. Here we go as he comes around this final sector. Let's see how it goes. Cuts the corner slightly, that's how you want to take it. Touch the apex, lovely. As he comes around to the final corner, that's what you want to do, is just keep kissing the apexes. As he comes around to the final corner, DRS just about to run out, cuts the corner as he comes across the line to set a 1:34.4 to increase his pole position by nearly 2 seconds to positive, who is in second. And we'll quickly hop on board with DxT Miles, see what he's got in the bag. Considering this is one of his own, this is probably going to be his last lap, if not second to last lap. His head is going to be huge if he stays there. But he has going to have to, the top 10 at the moment are going to have to do a 2-stop strategy. There's no way on earth you can do. Miles loses the rear. He might go for a second lap now. Just Miles with a 35.2. He's got himself on second place on the medium tyres. He is going to be happy with that. He's probably going to call it a day there because he's got 4 seconds left of this session. As Thomas, DxT Thomas, somehow has not bottled this pole this time. Miles in P2 on the medium tyre, the tyre that is 1.1 seconds slower than the softs. Jacob Diddley, the man who believed he could win this race, in P3, as we have positive still on a lap. All he needs, well, he needs about a 7/10 improvement as he smacks the wall. He's positively bottled it again. How has he done this? Currently, positive is sat in. I'm gonna hop on board with Jonesy. I know Jonesy's, you know, as I'll stay on board with positive. DxT Thomas has retired. I don't think positive's that much up on his time. I think he will remain P4. Let's miss. Rennie Knight not being able to set a lap. Oh, positive, that was a blatant corner cut. You're not getting away with that one, my son. Hit the pits. Right, as you can see, somehow Thomas back-to-back weeks, but this is a legitimate pole by DxT Thomas, a back-to-back P1 starts in the race, but he has going to have his rival of DxT Miles, the DxT battle out front. We've got it here, boys. We've got it all here on the DG Hyperz Twitch channel. So we're going to have to see how this goes, but the soft runners are going to have to start on a 2-stop. Right, so we have DxT Thomas on pole with a 1:34.4, slightly followed by DxT Miles, who's 8 tenths behind. Then you've got Jacob Diddley in the McLaren in third. Positive, having another good qualifying. Probably wishes he probably could have done better, but not much more than that. You've got DxT Hobo, who is in P4 of the championship, and he's in a battle with Positive. We're going to have to see how this develops. Then you've got DxT Spiffo in 6th, Effectus in 7th, Jonesy in 8th. Probably could have done a slightly better job. We've got Sim in 9th, Rod Diaz in 10th, Eve, who is reserving for Lando North tonight, in 11th. Not a bad result for him. You've got Rico, then you got Dan Rush, Morgan, then you will have, I think, HKM then Krob, and then you have Ready Knight who failed to set a lap. Yeah, please, no one ready up, because actually no, there's no rule on that one. It's going to be interesting as we look down the pit lane with the many colourful flags that we have here tonight. Really nice with the Mexican flag. You got Mr. Rodriguez with the Brazilian flag. You got a couple of British flags. You got the Turkish flag. You got Spanish. Yeah, Morgan, you don't. Rome wasn't built in a day, my friend. It is all about the race. It takes a couple of safety cars and boom, you're easily into the points. So don't get too disheartened by the qualifying. Trust me, I'm not the best qualifying sometimes, but I just pull it out with the race. The two number 12 cars holding up the front row. Here we go, let's have a look at the tyres. No surprise there, top 10 bar miles are on the sauce. Then you have Eve, Rico, Dan Rush on the mediums outside the top 10. They're going to be fresh as anything. Morgan on the hards. That's an understandable strategy. Getting the slowest stint out the way first. Probably looking at a couple of safety car stops. HKM looking to do a 2-stop with a set of softs, probably a bit worn from qualifying. And you got Krob, who sadly crashed out in the race and probably will crash out in. We got Krob on the hards and Rainy Knight in last on the mediums. Yes, Brad, Monaco is definitely a track that wasn't built in a. For me, Rome wasn't built in a day. You had to bring up Monaco, didn't you? You nasty man. As you can see, the drivers weaving down the straight. They get a nice bit of heat into those tyres so you can crack an egg on them and have a nice scrambled egg before the race. The formation lap is the most boring part of the race, but then again it's the most time Thomas is probably going to lead this race. $11 viewers. That's probably as many followers as I got. Here we go. As they come round, the AI will take over the cars as they come up to the pitch, and then into their grid slots. Interesting thing is, I don't know. You got to talk to him. It's not me that's let the podcast down. Quickly before the race starts, grab another drink. Run! Here we go. Oh, we had a couple of cars spin, I think. Yeah, the Haas. I know, probably Krob doing his tactic of, taking 20 years on his formation lap to cool down the tyres of the front runners. Here we go. 5 red lights. It's good to see that Mike lights out, and away we go. DxT Thomas with a good start. Miles bogging down early. No, Thomas just bogged down early. That's an end plate of positive. I think Thomas had a bit of snap of the rear under traction, and it has caused damage to positive. Oh, we have a Haas losing the rear 3 turns. 3. Oh Christ, we've already had a bit of damage. This is not good for positive. This is not the start he wanted. Was Thomas at fault? I don't know. It's hard to call really because it is a lot of traction. It wasn't like a deliberate swipe. But Jacob Diddley up into his second place benefit. Oh, Jonesy's had a hell of a start. I don't want penalties, I want position changes. Up 4 places, Jonesy. Up 4 places, Heath. Prob up 4 places already. Prob is flying. Right, let's do a bit of a battle here with Effectors leading. Here we go. Got a bit of a midfield train. Effectors leading. No, I wouldn't write off Jacob Diddley just yet, Brad. I think it's one mistake. Oh, Effectors is losing the race slightly. As Crob. Morgan's got wing damage. I don't know whether there was contact between him and the Ferrari, and he's taking out Crob. What is going on there? Is he just straight on Crob? What's happening there? Oh, and we got Hobo sideways, and he's just been pile drived by Rennie Knight, I think. Crob is willing to carry on. On the HUD, I don't think Crob's got damage, but what a hectic start to this race as we see. Right, is it 5 cars in the pit? And 4 cars in the... No, yeah, 5 cars in the pit. That's not a good start. That's not the start people wanted, but Crob has not got damage. Oh, he has got damage. He's missing an end plate. As we see Miles starting to run away on the mediums because those soft tyres are going to start dying a death soon. Oh, what a hectic start. But yet again, not surprised by this. It's only like 3 of 31. We've had about 16 end plates missing. And we had Hobo getting T-boned by Rennie. Really, it wasn't Rennie's fault. Hobo was sideways in the middle of the track. Finally, Hobo's still in the lead. Oh, Rico has collided with the wall, I think, losing an end plate. Jacob Diddley already got a penalty. Not how you want to start this race. 3 laps in, you've already got 3 seconds, man. Like, keep it on the track. As we see Thomas patch up to Jacob Diddley in front. DRS has been enabled. As Jonesy, I think, has crashed. Jonesy has crashed. He's cut across the pit lane to get into the pit. I think his tyres are absolutely roasted. Rob's also in the pit. Rob, oh, safety car. Why is there a safety car? We'll see probably after pit. We'll see after grid pit now because they're under Delta and the soft runners might as well get off those softs. This is going to jumble the pack up. A bit like a jumble sale. Oh. I do think Crob's been bailed out a little bit there. Because after that incident with Morgan, I don't really understand what happened there, but it's bailed Crob out. It's allowed him to he hasn't lost any positions from that, but he's managed to repair his wing, I think, which is going to help him in the long run. Jacob Diddley's already got that 3-second penalty, which is kind of weird. We're only 3 laps into the race. Is Miles going to pit with a safety car? I don't think he will, because he's probably still going to go for that 1 stop. But I imagine we'll see P2 to 6 pit for the mediums. Yeah. But the thing is, 2 of them are Renaults and 2 of them are McLarens. Thomas is speeding in the pit lane like a knob. Spiffo's slowing himself up as much as he can to try and allow that double stack not to happen. As a surprising second place, TDA Dan Rush, if I can actually speak, up into P2 on the medium tyres. Always benefits going for a one-stop, see? Dan, have your moment in the limelight, my friend. Mr. Roosh, as you see, I think Spiffo suffered by breaking too much there, because Sim's out as well. Sim's come out in 5th, not losing any places. But this does allow people that had damage to pit and repair those front wings, because Singapore is not the track to have wing damage. The understeer will cause you to crash a lot more. Oh. As everyone's catching up to the safety car. Everyone's pitted this lap. Morgan's put his hards back on, which doesn't surprise me, but it's sort of confusing as well. But at least everyone will be back up for each other now. Oh. Eve on his debut is in P8 in the number 98 Haas on a fresh set of mediums. Ain't a bad start for him. Problem is, looking at it now, technically, I think you could have, I don't know, they might. Yeah, because everyone can do medium and hard now. Bar Rennie Knight, who's on the softs, hards the mediums. So technically, Miles and Dan's strategy of one stops. Oh, it's benefited Dan in the long run because Dan's now up the second. But the one stop strategy is sort of been binned off now because of the safety car. Rennie Knight's in the pit for hard, he's realised his mistake. As we wait for everyone to catch up to the safety car. Who is our biggest gainer so far? I think it's Dan, yeah. Dan up 11 places, Hobo losing 10. Thomas, who is definitely going to have to pit again, is going to be serving that penalty, which is going to probably affect his final place anyway. Oh, Jacob's already got 3 seconds. The only one on track so far to gain a exceeding track limit penalty for the regs. Oh. Well, I suppose the one benefit for Hobo, Rennie and Morgan, at least when they catch up to the pack, their tyres are going to be running temperature, whereas everyone else is going to be freezing cold. Safety car's going for another lap because Rennie Knight, what's happened to Rennie Knight? Rennie Knight somehow lost a position under the safety car. I wonder whether Morgan might get an annoying yellow flag. As you can see, the 2 cars at the back making 2 stops, everyone else on 1 stop so far, and the 2 front runners not pitting just yet. Oh. As we're on lap 6 of this Singapore Grand Prix, currently have the championship leader in DxT Miles leading the way in a comfortable, 1.6 second lead, but hopefully now that everyone's on the tyre, no one's on a tyre advantage, so he should be able to pull a reasonable gap to the rest of the field. In the pink Mercedes. Gotta love to see it. Safety cars in this lap, so everyone needs to be careful because Miles will start bunching the pack up. Miles, did you really find the need to do this really early into the lap? Or like midway through the lap? So I'm going to wait for you to go through this entire sector going about 50 miles an hour. Everyone needs to be careful not to hit each other under the safety car and gain a 5-second penalty. Yeah, Miles has ejected himself on the second to last corner. Now we're going to get caught up by their cold tyres. Diddley's looking racy off the restart. Krob has made the move on Spiffo. Spiffo's obviously lost it under cold tyres, and Krob has made it up to P11. Good recovery start by the Haas driver. Malvian, 3 seconds for time exceeding track limits, I imagine with corner cutting. Thomas is looking on the back of Dan Rush. Is he going to look at the inside? Thomas being very ballsy on the brakes up into P2. Dan has lost the car. As he get that wall. He's picking up 3 second time penalty as everyone is just swarming Dan. Now is Positive going to look for a move on Jacob Diddley coming down the second DRS straight. I know DRS ain't enabled last one for it. Very nice, right on the back of Rico here. Oh, James has made the move on Sin. Oh, there's an end plate. And that's Hyperz. Hyperz at the inside. Oh, Hyperz. And that's Ethan to the wall. He's got away with no damage there. He's probably got a bit of lime. But it's not a lemon yet. Exactly how I thought it would be, as Dan Rush has gone up the escape road. This has not gone well for him since the restart, as Krob is making his way through the field. And as he hunts down his teammate, is his teammate going to play the... Oh, Krob picking up 3 seconds worth of time penalties. Same with Dan Rush, corner cutting. Rennie Knight and Morgan into the pits yet again for a third time. It's not been their day around the Marina Bay Street Circuit. Dan Rush is also in the pits, and the Mercedes are double stacking. But Krob is on the back of his teammate, but his teammate has just received end plate damage from hitting the wall. Now, is he going to get out of the way of Krob? You would think team orders would suggest Gunter Steiner, get on the team radio, call the fucking idiot over, let Krob through. Oh, there we go, there's Gunter. Gunter's got hold of him, or is he listening to me on the stream, who knows. But he's done the right thing in letting his teammate through, as Krob will look to cut through the rest of the field. Thomas has closed up the Miles. Has Miles got wing damage? No, but Thomas is looking racy tonight. I was looking through the splits and no one else is really close to each other. Another 5 seconds speeding in the pit lane. Must be looking to get rid of that wing damage. Jonesy, 3 seconds of multiple warnings. You'd think on a street circuit it'd be really hard to get corner cutting penalties, but apparently I am wrong. Thomas 5 steps off the leader as we see Mr. Rod Diaz making a move on. I'm going to look up behind Mr. Rod Diaz. Is he going to let on the brakes? No, he's taking the defensive line on Rico, but Rico's nowhere near him. Where is Thomas acquiring all this pace from? I would think Thomas is actually a decent driver. I mean, we all know that's a lie. Krob being frustrated by the Renault Sim. Sim doing a good job to hold him off and slow him down, stopping his progress, as that is probably another corner cutting warning by Krob. As we go under the bridge. Thomas is only 1/10 behind Miles. Oh, we're going to see the move. Thomas 3 seconds, Miles 3 seconds. Thomas, lay on the brakes. No contact. Clean racing. This is what we like to see. A good battle for the lead as Jacob Diddley is now joining the fray. This is going to be a three-way battle for the lead as HKM has crashed in the tunnel. Back into the lead. Here we go. Is Thomas going to do another move where he's really late on the brakes versus Miles, who's also a master of late braking. Thomas around the outside being forced wide by Miles. Good defensive manoeuvre. Oh, Thomas, you need to be careful of that inside wall. They're side by side. This is clean, beautiful racing by the Racing Point and Renault driver. Here we go. There's Thomas. Miles spunking all his ERS. So's Thomas. Jacob. Oh, there's contact! There's contact between the two drivers at the front. Miles has massive wing damage. Virtual safety car. That has ruined Miles' race. Him having red wing damage. Miles has hit Jacob Diddley in the rear. Rico speeding under the VSC, drive through. Thomas, has he got damage? No. There is going to be a bust up. This is Esteban Ocon, Max Verstappen at Brazil. Thomas not being a back marker, but has forced Miles into the wall. That is a big shame for Miles, but Krob must be licking his lips at the thought of nearly taking over the championship lead. Miles into the pits, no surprise, as he re-enters the track. That's probably a warning. Oh, Miles is glitched inside the wall. Oh, that has lost Miles a lot of time. Miles is going to be furious as you can see on the right hand side of the screen, the pit window has opened for the medium to hard runners. Miles serving a 5-second penalty as well. Miles is just falling down. Jacob Diddley has also jumped Thomas under the restart of the VSC. I have missed out, I apologise. As Positive inherits P3 with no penalties. This could be good for Positive if he can remain penalty free, because Thomas is going to have to serve a 5-second penalty in the pit lane. Eve has retired in the pit. That's such a shame for the debut reserve driver in the Haas. Damn rush, 3-second penalty. This race has not disappointed, and we've only just hit a third of the way through. Crob on the back of Jonesy. Here we go. Crob is very racy tonight. The number 13 car, unlucky for some, but it's not looking for Crob tonight. Crob is looking to gain points on the championship leader of Miles, who is currently sat in P11 on a fresh set of hard that he's looking to take to the end. Thomas looking to close that gap up to the race leader of J. Pob Diddley. Now is Thomas going to attack? Right, hopping back on with Crob. Yellow flag in the first sector. That is Rennie Knight crashed out. Well, crashed. He's not crashed out. He's just crashed. There's Crob is looking. Oh, Crob has rear-ended. Oh, that was a near fall for Crob. Crob must need to change his underwear after that, because he is probably just shit himself. And he's made that move look easy on Jonesy, but Jonesy has not put much up of a fight up against Crob there. Right, as Mr. Rob Diaz on behind. Miles has DNF'd in the pit lane. Such a shame. And there's contact between Hobo and Rod Diaz. Now, did Rod Diaz really have to stick his nose into that position for the contact that he made? Right, as we hop back on with Spiffo, who is now getting close to affect us. He is going to be within range of DRS, and the second DRS straight. Now, what is going to happen here? Crob is now going to be picking up as many points as he can against Miles in P1. Now is Jonesy going to come back on the attack of Crob? He's hanging in there. He's within DRS range, which means he... Morgan is closing up to DxT Rico in P11. Thomas is hanging on to Jacob Diddley's rear wing. He has got his fucking claws into that bad boy. It's like Ricciardo trying to change seats to the McLaren early. As we'll hop on board with that to see whether Thomas can make the move down into the straight. As both men have not got much ERS left in the tank. Positive is having a very lonely race. He is walking a lonely road. He is on the boulevard of broken dreams. But he is within range of Thomas on penalties as we speak. But Thomas will be serving one of those penalties in the pit box. Morgan picking up a penalty. Coming around the second last corner, Morgan is going to be within DRS range. Is Morgan going to be able to make the move? He has dropped a little bit far back, but if he can gain as much time as he can in this first bit, as Rico has 44% ERS and Morgan has only 11, which is not going to benefit him down that straight. But he is on the faster part and fresher versions of it. Here we go, Morgan only on 1%. He's run out of BRS now. He's firing blanks. Oh, Thomas has dropped back massively from Jacob Diddley. It looks like he's got wing damage. He's missing an end plate. This is going to be Positive's time to close that gap up whilst Thomas pits for the hards. It's going to be the hards, and it's going to be a front wing change. This could be game changing for the Renault driver, and it could be McLaren P1 win. This Crob is now up into third. 15 points in his name as Hobo has crashed, I think. Yeah. Hobo not got any damage though, so he survived a near miss. Thomas in P9, P10. But everyone else is going to have to pit around him. Let's have a quick look at the penalties. 6 seconds for Jacob Diddley. Positives only 1.6 seconds off of the race lead through technicality. Rico 3 seconds for multiple warnings. That's his second penalty of the race. Thomas has now only got 3 seconds penalty. Has the closest battle on track. One of the closest battles on track is the battle for P13. But we'll hop on board for a point fight. I'm sorry to the two lads in those non-points. Well, 4 lads to be fair, as Damrush has made the move. I think HKM has lost the rear and he's into the pit. Spiffo is coming up behind him. There's too much action, it's just tiring me out, lads. Here we go, Spiffo right on the tail of Effectors. Is Spiffo, with his nice blue and yellow and red helmet, going to be able to get close enough to that Red Bull? Oh, he's got the exit. He has the exit, he's got the run. Positive 3 seconds, that is not going to benefit him in the long run. But now it's an equal playing field for Crob, Jonesy and Positive, and Thomas for that matter. Thomas not made any positions up just yet. Jonesy, not Jonesy, Effectors has jumped into the pits. Thomas has jumped Effectors on the hards. Sim Sekou is only 6 tenths behind Jonesy in the Red Bull as Jonesy goes very deep into that corner, lucky not to make contact with that outside wall. As he's now 5 tenths behind. Looking ball with this. Crob 3 second time penalty, that's 6 seconds now. So Jonesy is only 1.8 seconds behind P3. Sim is latching onto him as we jump on board with Hobo, who's now going to be right behind Rod Diaz. Battle for 7's heating up here with the 2 Ferrari power cars, and as I say that, Hobo has crashed and destroyed his front wing. The Commentators car has taken him outside and shot him. As we now hop on board with Sim, who is now the closest battle again. Morgan picking up another 3 second time penalty. Not going to help him in his search for points. It'll be his first points finish since Hungary, which, as you know, was about 3 or 4 rounds ago. So the drought is starting to build up for the Racing Point driver. As Sim is right up Jonesy's rear. Is Sim going to look up the inside? No, he is thought otherwise. He is being patient, knowing that the car in front has penalties. Now, who's going to be the first? To be fair, at this rate, I would think to be fair, most of these guys can pit for mediums again. And if everyone pits for mediums again, they're on a faster tyre than Thomas. Thomas is obviously going for an undercut, but I don't think the undercut's going to be that strong. As Sim, I think at this point Sim is just latching onto Jonesy just to keep Jonesy pulling him along, because he's not gaining on him down the straights. As you can see, the McLaren of DxT Spiffo is creeping up behind. He is stalking his prey, waiting to gain the advantage. As Crob is now nearly within DRS range of the car in front. As Crob dives into the pit, switched onto the man just for him to go into the pit, so what a letdown. As Sim is now got the run on Effectors. Is he going to be able to make the move into turn 1? Morgan, another 3 second time penalty. Now where's Crob going to come out to? As you can see, Thomas is coming around the final corner. Thomas is going to jump Krob via the undercut. Bearing in mind, Krob was only 1 second behind Positive, which means Positive. Safety car! Morgan has retired, he has crashed. As we'll see when we cut from ball from Positive, he's crashed, he's lost the right rear. Such a shame for the Racing Point driver, and at his Racing Points weekend done. No points. Here we go, this is going to benefit Jonesy, Diddley, and Positive. Maybe Sim as well. Thomas will be screaming at the television like I know you're going. He will be screaming, "What the fuck are you doing?" As Dan Ross picks up a 3-second time penalty for mock warnings under the safety car. That is sloppy driving. As I imagine we will see, we have Diddley going into the pit. Now, what is he going to pit onto? I reckon it's going to be this medium compound tyre. Yep. Diddley will be inheriting the lead. Thomas is not going to be happy with that, because it's completely, well, to be fair, if I was Thomas, I'd probably try and get onto the mediums again. You ain't going to lose any positions, because, well, you'll lose a position to Krob and that'll be it. Yeah. God, Diaz, 5 seconds speeding in the pit lane. As Krob is up into second place, third place even. Yep, as you can see, the top 8 are currently on the medium top 6 are on the medium tyre, and in fact this is on the hards. He's going to be on slower tyre with medium runners all around him, because everyone's on the medium tyre but Effectus. As we'll have a quick look at the penalty situation. Positive only 3 seconds with the 2 cars around him on 6 seconds, which means Sim and Spiffo are going to be within striking distance of potentially a race win or a podium finish. And you got Jonesy in 6th with 3, Pettis in 3. Mr. Rod Diaz, you've just picked up a speeding in the pit lane penalty with 8 seconds. Thomas on 6 seconds. Hobart on none, as I expect normally happens. And you got Rico on 6, HKM on 3, Dan on 14, Rayner on 6. Whilst we go around the safety car lap, I'm going to go for a quick toilet break. And I am back from my quick safety car toilet break. As you join us at DxT Transnation Friday League, as we're over halfway through the Grand Prix now in the safety car conditions, Jacob Diddley in the lead, as he predicted that he might be able to acquire the race win tonight. As you have Positive in P2, another quality performer. And Krob starting from second to last, into P3. Good drive from him. Sim on no penalties in P4, same with Spiffo. As we have a quick look at the position changes, Cobb at 13 places at this moment in time. There is one man for couple of men for contention of driver of the day with 12 laps to go. Cobb with his amazing race so far. Diddley in the lead after his 4th race in the league. Thomas, there's not a lot you can do really, mate. It's just unfortunate that you had the safety car come out when it did. But you might be able to make some moves. Now, head up Morgan. We've got next week, which is Russia. A bit more of an easier track, but it is penalty central for a few people. Safety car is in this lap, thank God. And wake you up a little bit now. As Diddley is now controlling the pace of the pack. We have 2 lap cars in, I think, Dan Roosh and HKM. Separating him and Positive, which is going to do him wonders in the penalty situation. Here we go, and away we go. He has released himself. Definitely more. Russia, I feel like you'll do well, mate. Russia's yours. As Positive is struggling with back markers. Positive, what has happened there? So many cars everywhere. We have I really don't know what happened there. Oh, we have a massive pile-up. Oh no, it is a slow AlphaTauri getting out of the way. HKM is pulled over to one side to allow the entire grid through, which is probably not a bad thing. I think that is Hobo in the pits. Hobo is having an absolute shocker of that safety car restart. Positive's closed up that gap. Now all Positive's got to do is literally latch on to that McLaren. Second 2 yellow flag. It is DxT Thomas. He's in the wall. He's missing his entire nose cone. What has happened there? As we hop back on board with the battle for first place, we have a 3-way battle for first place. But Positive, don't use all your real rest up on these laps, mate. It's not worth it. You might as well just latch on to him. You can follow him. You got 3 seconds off the penalties to. It's even if you just let Kroll through and just. Oh, we got the yellow flag into the free. That's HKM into the escape road, I think. Yep, he's managed to avoid wing damage. Positive the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 140.1 on those medium tyres, using Diddley as a tow. Well, in fact, they're speeding in the pit lane. I don't think that was intentional. He is retired from the Grand Prix. Such a shame for the Red Bull driver. HKM retired. Is that going to be a safety car? I wonder, because it is on track. Oh, Hobo is now going to jump into the points as Thomas is into the pits for a new front wing. How many safety cars can it be now? Now? Yeah, well, that would be only the third safety car, but it's not decided that it's required. Thomas onto the softs. I don't think that was the right decision personally, but then again he hasn't got the. I would probably put the hards back on. I don't think the softs are going to go 10 laps. As Hobo acquires P9, but this is the battle to watch. Actually, as I say that, I will hop on board. Oh, Sims picked up a penalty. So that is going to make it definitely a bit more interesting as we look at the penalties. Prob, well, Diddley at the moment will only lose 1 position to penalties as Positive drops outside the arrest range, which is not good for the Williams driver who was looking to secure that first race win in the Friday League. Diddley has banged in the fastest lap of this Grand Prix, 4 attempts quicker than Positive's lap. But you can see by the delta, or the interval times, that he is definitely starting to pull away, which is going to leave Positive a sitting duck to Krob, who is looking very quick on those medium tyres. Krob has got the run, he's got the DRS. What are we going to see the move from P2 here? Krob at the inside. Here we go, now Krob is going to move on to the race leader at this moment in time. Oh, as Positive goes into the back of Krob. Has that caused Positive wing damage? Yes it has, end plate is missing off the Williams car, which is going to really hinder his pace now, which could bring him into the clutches of Sim Sekou, who is currently looking for his first podium in this league. As we hop on board with Jonesy, as this is now the closest battle on the grid. Jonesy could be in contention for this last podium. So if Positive's going to start understeering everywhere. Ooh, those are, yeah, there we go. Those looked a bit questionable to me. I tell you what, Spiffo P6, no penalties at the moment. That is good going around this track, and he might be rewarded, you know, because 6 seconds. He's only Jonesy up inside of Rennie Sim Sekou. As Spiffo looking for the move up the inside. Battling between Sim and Spiffo has hindered both of their progress here to close up to the podium. Positive into the pit because of that wing damage. Such a shame for the Williams driver, who looked like he was in contention for the race win there. Spiffo and Sim battling very hard, but this is starting to hinder. Oh, Thomas is in the wall. It has gone from bad to worse for the Renault driver, as he is corner cutting that chicane, and I think we will see him into the pit and him retiring. Right. As we now have a three-way battle for P4. Yeah, sadly Positive, I think it is a bottle job. Thomas is not having a fun race. He's holding on to that last point position though. Krob is very slowly gaining on that McLaren car, as Krob sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with 39.6. I tell you what, this is going to be close, and it's going to be brilliant to watch. But as we speak, the main battle left in this race at the moment is the three-way battle between the Renault, McLaren and Ferrari. As they come down the DRS straight, Sim has not got a lot of ERS. If Spiffo was to use his overtake button, as Rod Diaz looks at the inside, he's got the move done, but is Spiffo going to come back at him? And it's Spiffo happy just to let him through, because he knows he will gain him back on penalties. Oh, I think it's Hobo. Oh, Hobo. Safety car. Now what's going to happen here, I wonder? Are people going to pick for the softs? People are going to want track position. You have 7 laps remaining of this Singapore Grand Prix. Krob has dove into the pits for those soft tyres. Has Krob made the right decision here? Biffo and Rod Diaz believe he has. Same with Sim. All three cars into the pit lane. Now it's going to be the battle of the pit crews. Even though the pit crews are generic on this game. Rod Diaz having a wing change, I believe. So Spiffo and Rod Diaz have traded positions. Krob is going to be right up behind the front runners on the fresh softs. Well, Krob's softs will be fresh as well because he didn't use any. As Positive has made his way back up into P3. Positive is in contention with the race win if he can just hold on, because we're going to have 3 laps of the safety car here. I'll tell you what, has Bottle Job recovered this into an absolute maniac. Thomas into the pits. For another set of softs. Here we go, this is going to spice things up. Let's have a quick look at penalties. And I'll tell you what, Spiffo is going to benefit from this as well, ever being this close, because he has no penalties at all. Rico with the drive-through. Is gonna be a maybe 3. No, I reckon it'll be a 3-lap sprint race. This is gonna be open lobby style 3-lap sprint race. This is gonna be absolutely intense. I'm not sure I can show via my voice how excited I am for this. Positive, all he's got to do is latch on to the front runners and he will win this Singapore Grand Prix. You've got no back markers in the way of the front runners. Positive, don't have that attitude, mate. If you have that attitude, it's going to happen. You need to just get your nut down and get ready to race. Don't pick up penalties from collisions though. Don't be fucking stupid. Krob was always in front of you. Positive, Krob was always in front of you. No, Krob was always in front. Even after the pit stop, Krob was in front of you, same with front 3. Nah, don't listen to him. I'm the commentator, you should be listening to me. I'm the one with all the information. Right, we've got one more lap of safety car as we wait for DxT Thomas to catch up. Nah, Krob Yeah, we're going round again. This is going to be a 3-lap sprint race. That means we'll have DRS for the last lap of this race, which might be an absolute game changer. But the thing is, the 2 front rows are on 8-lap old mediums, which is going to either hold up Crob or it's going to bog them down. You need positive. You will need to split from Spiffo for 3 seconds. Otherwise, Spiffo will jump the entire field. Biggest gainer again, positive, and in second it's Rennie Knight with Jonesy with the biggest gains of this race. Positive, not gaining any positions, being back in P4. Same with Spiffo. Sim gaining 4, Rod Diaz gaining 3, and Rico gaining 4, and Dan Rush gaining 1. Thomas losing 9. He's in the pits again. Thomas, what are you doing exactly to be once you're into the pits? Well, Thomas 7 stops, Hobo 5, Rennie Knight 6. Everyone else 2 or 3 stops, which is kind of understandable. Here we go, as the safety car comes round, probably for a final time. Safety car in this lap. Thomas is not going to catch up to the back of the field in time. As Jacob Diddley now takes control. Oh, as we nearly have a couple of collisions. Everyone needs to be careful, because Diddley is controlling the pace. Let's not get any illegal overtakes, guys. Let's just stay in a nice orderly fashion, please. As we come around the last couple of corners, I expect him to eject himself the same place he did last time, out of the second part of this chicane. As we go, here we go, boom. He's put the hammer down, and we restart for this Singapore Grand Prix with 3 laps to go. And it's all to play for as Crob gets a hell of a run out of the last corner. Is Jonesy going to defend? I expect he is, as Crob has made the move, stick around the outside of Jonesy on those fresh tyres. Crob is looking racy now with those tyres. Biffo needing to keep hold. Tell you what, the 6-second people are going to get absolute shafted here. As Jonesy's looking to come back, but Crob defends the inside. I don't think Jonesy's going to have a lot of firepower to attack on those 9-lap-old mediums against Crob's 2-lap-old softs. Tell you what, this is going to be tight. I really can't call this, how this is going to end. I feel like, unless Spiffo gets a penalty here, Spiffo might end up winning this Singapore Grand Prix, as he is only 1.5 seconds off Positive, as Positive needs to gain a 3-second gap to him to think about any way of winning this race. Rennie Knight 3 seconds. Spiffo just needs to keep his nose clean here, and he will look like he might win this Grand Prix. Positive just needs to break the toe of Sim off of him to get him any chance. Oh, this is going to be close. Crob is looking to overtake the McLaren, because this is battling for position now between the top 3, because they all have 6 seconds worth of penalties. Crob is all over the gearbox of the McLaren as we hop on board with TV Pod. Is he going to be, how late is Crob going to go on the brakes as Diddley comes back across the line and takes the corner? Positive's a second off Jonesy. Spiffo's only a second off Positive. This is going to be close. Grob is side by side. This is going to end hard. Oh, there's contact between the two drivers. No damage though has occurred to either driver, but all it has done is hindered them in the run through these corners. As we go through this middle sector. Right. Spiff on to a warning, so he only needs to gain one more warning in his last couple of laps as Sim picks up another penalty, which means he's on 9 seconds. As we're on lap 30 of this Singapore Grand Prix, DRS has been enabled with 2 laps to go. Sim looks at the inside of Positive. And has he made the move stick? Yes, he has. Rico, 5 seconds speeding in the pit lane. Positive, 3 seconds. Oh no! He's gone wide at turn 4, and it has given him a penalty. The real question is, what's going to happen now as we see Krob battling with Jacob Diddley. Sims up the inside of Positive, around the outside of Positive. There's wing damage to someone. Now, Thomas has crashed again. There's going to be no safety car now because it's only 2 laps from the end. Spiffo has dropped majorly down the order. Oh, this is some hard battling going on between the Haas and the McLaren for the race win here. Positive and Sim are fighting. Sim is just holding Positive up here because got a couple cars behind that haven't got as many penalties. Oh, Diddley's picked up a another 3-second penalty. This is going to be game changing for the 2 cars behind him. What is going to happen now? Are we going to see any more late penalties that can change the game? Thomas is not having a fun time. Spiffo's crashed! DxT Spiffer has crashed! Oh, that's a big shame. Oh, as Thomas retires as well. So Dan Rush is gonna get his first points, I think. Two late retirements in this session as from. Actually, wait a sec. Rennie Knight's gonna get points here as well. As we sit on board with Krob, as he looks like he's just going to sit behind Jacob Diddley. Krob and Diddley are having a great battle this evening. But it is going to come down to the penalty situation. As you can see on the screen, 9 seconds to Diddley, 6 seconds to Krob. And I think it's going to promote Jonesy as well into P2. Thomas is not happy with the result tonight. I don't blame him. As you can see, Diddley crashes over the line as Krob is your race winner. He is now looking like he may be tightening his grip on the Drivers' Championship as he looks to gain on that last set. As Positive doing donuts on the line. So Jonesy P2, Diddley P3, Rod Diaz P4, Sim P5, Positive P6, Hobo P7, Rico P8, Dan Rush in 10th, Spiffo holding on to that last 2 points after DNFing. Rennie Knight in last. Yeah, the softs got real quick around this track. Rico 5 second unserved. And that is the race. I tell you what, there's no contention for driver of the day there. Yeah, the game's got it spot on. Starting second to last. He has won the race from second to last. Unbelievable. Crob 203 has won your Singapore Grand Prix in the DxT Trans Nation Friday League. That has helped him with his championship rival not being here and Miles retiring from the from the race even. As you can see, he's happy with that result. Jonesy must be happy with that P2. He must be absolutely ecstatic with that result. Diddley predicting he had the best chance to win this race. He was gonna be looking like that, as I will message the group to see. See whether I can get these boys in for an interview. I imagine Crob is always happy to blow his own trumpet on stream, so I will message him I will invite him into the party. That's just quick. No, I was going to get his gamer tag. God damn it! I can find Diddley's name. Diddley. Where's the Diddley? There he is. Right, and whilst we wait for the other drivers, if the race winner can just include his audio in the stream, I imagine he's already done that. Crob, are you there? Or are you too busy drowning yourself in champagne?
I wish, man. Yeah, I've included the audio.
Right, Crob, starting from second to last after crashing out in qualifying, you must be ecstatic with that result. Talk us through it, my friend.
Well, it's just luck. I think people in front of me were having some trouble. And then I gambled on that last safety car, thinking that I was going to do the opposite to Jacob and was it Positive or Jonesy, who was on P2, and they both stayed out.
Jonesy.
Yeah, so I thought I'll pit if they stay out. So they stayed out, I pitted, and then I was really reliant on the 3 cars behind me all pitting, and it all pitted. So they let me get the softs on and get back out with only losing 1 place. And then the restart, Jonesy made a mistake, so I got past him quick. And Jacob was channeling Max Verstappen, I think, and giving 0 quarter when I was alongside him. So I saw he got those 3 seconds and thought, you know what, it's not worth either of us getting smashed into the wall. I'll just stick behind him and let the penalties sort out the win.
Definitely a very good 25 points to add to your Drivers' Championship standings. Closing that gap up on Miles, because Miles sadly retired from the session after getting smacked off the track by DxT Thomas, absolutely destroying his front wing and probably ruining both their races. As we'll move on to Jonesy 69, who is in P2 after the penalty situation. Jonesy, I bet that's not what you were expecting at the end of that race after that first couple of safety cars.
No, you're fine. I was like, I was on high alert after Rennie Knight was parked parallel along the track. So I was like, I was already on, I was on higher, then I saw you slow down pretty quickly. I was trying to get a run on you anyway with the DRS, and then, I was like, oh.
I did clock that, and I did say that Klopp probably needed to change his underwear after that, because he saw a Mercedes sideways on the track.
I didn't know I wasn't sure that he was still moving, so I was wondering whether I was having to go to the right of him, and then he just stopped, and I was like, ah, shit, back to the left.
Yeah, softs aren't the tyre on that track. They go off like anything very quickly. But no, a very good result for you. Quite a few people did benefit from the safety car, but we'll move on to P3. Finished on the track P1, but due to the extra penalty, ended at P3. Diddley, congrats on another podium, but shame you couldn't get the race win today. If you can just make sure your audio is included in the stream.
Yeah, I'm here.
Talk us through it, mate. Talk us through that race.
Well, I'm absolutely good, to be honest. The start was perfect. I was nearly in the lead into turn 1, but I let Miles and Thomas just get on with it, and then they crashed into each other, which gave me the lead. I was leading for like the remaining 20 or so laps. It's set in stone. I had like a 10-second gap. Then the safety car came out, and that's when it all started to go downhill. Because then Krob hit behind me, and I knew like everyone down to like 5th was on softs. And I was like, oh no, what am I going to do? And then Krob pushed me to the absolute limit, which is fair enough. I might have been a bit reckless, so I apologise, but I needed it. But then in the last couple of corners, the last lap, it's a couple of centimetres wider, and I probably would have won the race.
Yeah, I would have fully pushed you that hard in those last couple of laps if you hadn't got that penalty though. I just didn't bother pushing anymore after that.
Yeah, I was about to say, it was very tight after that safety car restart.
I was only
nip in tuck.
I was only one warning off into the penalty myself, so I was like, I'm just going to back up a bit. And
to be fair, Spiffo was in 6th, no penalties, and obviously with that safety car restart, basically everyone in front of him had 6 seconds, and it was looking like he was just going to jump everyone and take the win. But what can be expected from Singapore, really? On to the next track, though. Russia. Anyone's hate, love? What's everyone thinking?
Boring.
I quite like Russia. It's alright. Nice track.
Yeah, it's going to be penalty central, but maybe next week, you never know. We might have the 3 of you again in the party.
Oh, I need redemption now.
Race. Well, you put the pressure on yourself when you claimed that this was your one chance to win a race, and it was there for the taking.
I know. I was leading for like 3/4 of the race, and then on the last lap it all went.
Was wide.
Jonesy, you almost after I got past you on the first lap after the safety car.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna. I wasn't paying attention. I thought you were gonna get past me again.
Oh yeah, I was
straight.
I was like, should I do it? And I was like,
yeah.
I
was like, I'm gonna have to go defensive here. But yeah, I thought you were gonna get me.
It was close, actually.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you're alongside me. I had to give you room.
But that has been the Singapore Grand Prix in this DxT Transnation Friday League. Congrats to the top 3. I think there is only really one contender for Driver of the Day. I don't want to give it to him, but I feel obliged to. He started second to last. It pains me to say it, but Krob is the Driver of the Day with an impressive comeback victory after his appalling qualifying, which is only to be expected from him. But we got Russia, we got the Sochi Autodrome next week. Come and join me then, give me some friends to talk to, and thank you and good night.
Thanks for coming, Danny.
Cheers, guys.
Cheerio.
Doing 90 through the city night. Nothing's ever gonna be alright. Life will never be what it was. Hands are shaking. Justice will never make this right. I need